In my last video, I talked about a multitude of new cartoons coming to multiple different channels. Today, I want to highlight the wonder that seems to be Amphibia, the show coming to Disney Channel in early 2019. This show is created by a guy named Matt Barley, and I'm super pumped to see where this show goes and how it plays out. Today, we're going to be going over this first official teaser trailer / the official theme song for the show, and talking about what it pertains to what the show is going to be, and things that it could mean about the show. I'm talking about time periods, places, backgrounds, stuff like that. So let's get into this, shall we? I'm going to show you the first half-ish of this trailer, and then we'll go over everything that's inside of it. You may be wondering, well, what can you get from that? That's just a trailer, it doesn't show too much. Well, that might be because you have the mind of what's called a square. This first picture shows the main character, Maddie, with her two friends opening this secret chest thing. In the background there, you can see a crescent moon following a loomy, gloomy sky. Yes, I did say loomy, gloomy. And then they're in a little fenced area, if you couldn't tell, and they're sitting on a bench, or Maddie's sitting on a bench. And it's hard to tell because the chest is sitting in front of Maddie, but they are all wearing the same crest on their clothes. It seems to be a private school, SJMS. When I think of SJ, I think of San Juan, and if you look at what San Juan is, it could be very easy to find any school named San Juan in California or one of those western coast states. The next thing I want to look at is this picture of Maddie, and it's not just so we can see what her character is, but I specifically want to look at her shirt. Like I said earlier about the crest on her friend's shirts, you can see it more clearly here that it definitely says SJMS. So with that, I'm assuming that she'll be going to private school, or will have gone to private school, because, her future's ruined because now she's stuck in this world. But yeah, to me, things like the crest, the matching uniforms especially, to me just scream private school. Or boarding school or whatever, basically anything that's not public school. Next thing I want to look at is this house, which in the commercial preview, whatever you want to call it, shows that she lives in this house with probably this family of frogs. I mean amphibians. We can see that plant life is a lot bigger. We got a giant cattail right there, a big dandelion, blooming dandelion, and some big lily pads. And we can also see that it seems that snails are the equivalent to horses in their world. So aside from the main character, who I'm assuming her name is Maddie, I heard that somewhere, we have 3 new characters that were revealed in this trailer. We have Polly, who I'm assuming is the frog, the adventurer, her companion, and then the other 2 don't have names, but let's just call the older one Dad / caretaker of Maddie and Polly, and then this little amphibian, who I'm assuming is Polly's sister or cousin or something like that. Did I impress you? If not, well, that's all I have, and I'm sorry that I'm just a person. So, guys, now let's take a look at the second half of this trailer. So the second part of this trailer opens with them on these mushrooms, these glowing mushrooms, and all I think it means is that they go on adventures. You got the mushrooms, then they get chased by a bird, and then they're on top of this crocodile-looking thing. Then we get the part where they're being chased by the giant ball. No. If you're thinking it has relation to Raiders of the Lost Ark, it definitely doesn't. Except, it definitely does, and it's so amazing that people are still referencing that. It's so awesome. Then we get to the part where they're fighting amphibian zombies. amphibians. Zomphibians. There we go. It's zomphibians. And, well, she's fighting them with a tennis racket, which is, kind of weird. But hey, I mean, in the zombie apocalypse, would you rather have nothing or a tennis racket, right? You gotta take whatever you can. And then we see a picture of her and her BFFs caught in a tree in the rain. This could symbolize a couple different things. It could symbolize that she's been there for a really long time and has forgotten about her friends in the picture. Or it could mean, like, something else, that it's like hope is lost or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean if you're smart, right? Yeah. And then this brings us to the end-ish. We see a picture of her and her 3 probably closest friends / new family. These 3 characters will probably end up being the main characters. And then it pans out to show us what is probably going to be a bunch of side characters here. And a lot of them look pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what their different personalities are. And then a bunch of other little frogs that probably won't actually be in the real show pop up and ends the theme song. So there you have it. Those are the 2 parts of the trailer completely analyzed.
Put them together, and what have you got?
There's just a couple more things I want to go over, and this is one of them. We're going to talk about the possible time period that it could take place in. In the corner here, we can see that she has a phone, a tennis racket, a magazine, earbuds, and drawing paper. But the one I want to focus on is the phone. How is it a phone, you may ask? Well, just look at it, and you'll realize that it's a phone. And that would automatically put the show in the 2000s. And the last thing I want to talk about is this title screen. It could be telling us the story of how this show is actually going to end or a major event that's going to happen. So if we look really closely, there's like a prophecy of some sort with like a big, giant, looks like evil frog fighting these 3 ladies. Which, yes, she is the main character is the only actual human in this world, but my prediction is that the other 2 friends will get wrapped up into it. But anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Comment if you liked it, drop a like if you loved it, and subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.